Hey guys, Susie here. Usually I'm always doing like beauty tutorials and like beauty looks and things that have to do with beauty, but I don't want my channel to just be all about beauty because I'm definitely not all about beauty all the time. Don't get me wrong, I love makeup, I love doing my makeup, I love anything that has to do with beauty and fashion, but I'm definitely about a whole lot more than just beauty. And so these blog and vlog videos are going to kind of be more of a chance for me to kind of speak more openly about all different kinds of things. And as you can see, I got my little baby Muffin, and she's gonna be here with us, kind of joining us on this real talk kind of video. Today's video is about loving yourself and just kind of feeling free to be yourself and accepting yourself. I really find a lot of people, either friends of mine or like people in my family, who just have a really hard time kind of, enjoying who they are and feeling good about themselves more than anything. There's so many people that try to be something that they're not, trying to impress people, trying to wear things or do things or say things to impress people and make people, think of them in a better way, or for whatever reason they're doing it to be more popular, to fit in, just because they don't like who they are. I know you guys like watch my channel, and there might be a lot of people that think I'm pretty, or like that I have like, perfect skin, or that I'm like a perfect shape. I think there's like not any kind of negative things, or like I don't think anything negatively about myself, but the truth is that I've had a really long, hard kind of road with kind of learning to accept myself. The very first thing I think is most important is to realize that every single person out there has flaws. If you can accept that and realize it, then you will be able to feel good about yourself and about whatever kind of flaws that you might have. And I know a lot of people feel like, oh, not everybody has a bunch of flaws. Yes, they do. I have flaws. I will gladly tell you guys everything that I feel that is a flaw about me, and I'll have a list just like everybody else. I still have, negative thoughts about myself, and I think every single person in the world, no matter how cocky or how arrogant they might seem, has, these thoughts about themselves. Everybody has a thought sometimes, like, I'm not good enough, I don't measure up, I'm not that pretty, oh, she's way prettier than me. Whether it comes to anything, at work, at school, when it comes to relationships, anything at all, everybody has these thoughts, and everybody needs to just kind of realize this, especially if you're having problems with accepting who you are and loving yourself. You need to realize that every single person has flaws. It is not just you. Everybody out there does. They might not come right out and tell you, or they might not make it really well known. They do. It's not even just about physical appearance. There's a lot of people out there that have issues in their life. They have problems, things that are weighing them down or getting them down. And, they might not express these things, but all these different, issues in people's lives affect how they feel about themselves or how they feel towards other people. Plus, I think more important than anything else, you can't really change how you are. You can change, your looks and things, but you're still going to be the same person inside. And so really and honestly, you're not really even changing yourself. You might be changing how you look, but you will always be the same regardless. Inside, you are the same person. If there is something that you aren't happy about, if there's something about you that is bothering you that much, then there's no point in sitting around and complaining about it, because it's not accomplishing anything. You're not getting anything out of it. It's not going to change anything. Then go do something about it. Don't sit around, complaining to everybody else, and you're just wanting people to feel sorry for you to justify that you feel bad about yourself, and therefore you think that everybody else should feel bad about you too. And that's not true. You should definitely go, and if you need to do something about it, do something about it. If you're not satisfied with where you are in your life right now, if you feel like you are at a standstill and you don't have the job that you want, you don't have that education that you want, you don't have the kind of social life or whatever it is that you feel like you truly want, and that would, you know, make your life better, or that you would feel better about yourself, then you need to do what you need to do to get there. So do it because you want to do it, not because your partner says that they want you to do it, not because your family, not because your friends want you to do it, because you have to want to do it inside of yourself, for yourself. That's the only way that you're gonna truly accomplish anything. To me personally, personality is much more important than any looks. You know, you can be the most best looking person in the world and just have a really awful personality that nobody wants to be around. It's not going to matter how hot you are, how good looking you are, you know, whatever. If you have an awful personality, nobody's going to want to be around that. You may have a really wonderful personality that people absolutely love being around, and it doesn't matter what you look like, because people are going to be drawn to your personality and how they are around you, how they feel around you. Maybe you make people feel happy, you make people feel free, you make people feel like they can be themselves, and I think that's more important to a lot of people than what you look like. So I kind of told you guys kind of at the beginning of the video that I know a whole lot about this topic, and I can totally understand where a lot of people are coming from, because I've had to go down this road myself. And just because I look how I look now, and you know, I might feel good about myself now, I still have these thoughts. But I think it was much worse when I was younger. I think especially when you're kind of growing up and you're still a teenager, and you know, you're still kind of developing, and you're still kind of coming into yourself and becoming who you really are, and kind of finding out who you are. It's just really hard to love yourself because you don't even really know what you are just yet. So I think when I was growing up, especially kind of middle school and high school, you know, I did have kind of issues with kind of feeling good about myself or loving myself. I definitely will be the very first to admit that there was several times when I've probably did something because I thought that it would make me a better person, because I thought that people might like me more. Maybe I dressed a certain way, maybe I, you know, acted a certain way, or maybe I felt like I needed to be part of like a certain group in order to be more liked. And you know, I think a lot of people won't admit that, you know, oh, I never try to be like somebody I'm not. Oh, I never try to be somebody else. But I did. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when I was growing up, when I was a teenager, I definitely felt like I kind of needed to change things about myself. And that doesn't mean that I walked around, you know, wearing all different kinds of crazy stuff and trying to fit in with like everybody, because that's not really the case. You know, whether they want to admit it or not, especially when you're growing up, because you're not really quite sure where you belong just yet. And when you kind of do find that place where you do belong, it's going to be around people that accept you for who you are. And you know, the friends that I did have, the ones that, you know, truly kind of understood me and kind of felt that I was an alright person, that they liked me for how I was and for the kind of person that I was, you know, they were the people that definitely had issues themselves. They thought, you know, that they needed to act a certain way and they needed to do this and that. So it was kind of just like a road of like kind of figuring out where I belonged. No matter how confident a person is, no matter, you know, how good they feel about themselves, you're still going to feel kind of these like fleeting thoughts sometimes about maybe, you know, you kind of want to change this or that. You do kind of get these ideas like, oh, I want to change this about myself. Oh, I need to be this kind of person, and, you know, I need to fit in and I need to do what makes other people happy. Then you need to kind of tell yourself, you know, step back and tell yourself, you know what, I am myself and I'm very happy with myself. I am fine exactly for how I am. I don't need to change for anyone, you know, and I like who I am. Because as long as you're satisfied with who you are, other people will be drawn to you. People enjoy being around other people who are confident. Notice all the people that kind of have, you know, a lot of friends, the people that are really well liked, the people that, you know, other people just seem to be like drawn to. And those are the people that feel good about themselves, you know, and they still have their issues probably about feeling good about themselves, but they're those people that exude that confidence. Most importantly, no matter what, everybody is beautiful. Everybody has something good to offer. Everybody is a unique person with, intelligence, with their own personality. No matter who they are, everybody is worth something. There are no two people in this entire world that are exactly the same. And so therefore, that makes you a unique person. That makes you somebody that is worth knowing. If you are in a relationship, I think it's really important that you love yourself before you can love somebody else. And you've heard that so many times. You have to love yourself before you can truly love someone else. Anybody can go out and say, oh, I love you. Oh, I love that person. The reason for that is because if you are willing to look past all of your, flaws, all the things that you think are imperfect about yourself, you're going to be able to accept somebody else for whatever kind of flaws and imperfections they have. There's going to be a lot of people that feel like they need to bring you down, because people who don't feel good about themselves are going to want to bring other people down to that level with them. When you find yourself being attacked by somebody else, and I have had issues with this, my whole life, whether it is in person, people, wanting to talk bad about me, somebody doesn't like something about me, somebody doesn't like what I'm wearing, somebody doesn't like this or that or whatever. And even here on YouTube, I've had, somebody that wanted to make a comment about my accent. I don't even really feel like I have an accent. Maybe I do. I don't know. I'm from Chicago. I've lived here in Kentucky for a long time, so perhaps I have developed an accent. And people, especially online, want to talk about other people, and they don't even know you. They don't even know who you really are. So why are they even bothering? I don't know. But, they think that they know you when they really don't know you at all. And there's not even any point in being offended by that. There's no point. But that's a whole different video. That's like cyberbullying. But the point is, don't let these people get you down. If you feel good about yourself, if you like who you are, then don't let other people bring you down, because those people probably have issues with themselves, and that is why they are nitpicking at you and trying to find out your flaws and, commenting mean comments and whatever. Don't let that get to you, because you are a good person. You are happy with yourself. You are fine the way you are, and if they're unhappy with how you are, then they're probably unhappy with themselves, and that's just sad for them, because they should probably work on that and, learn to love themselves. In general, I just want to kind of end this video by saying this. Everybody is a person that is worth something. Everybody has their own beauty to them, whether it is something that is beautiful about them physically or something that is beautiful about them in their talent, in their personality, in their intelligence, in the way they treat other people. Everybody is a beautiful person. And people that feel like they need to bring you down, you definitely should just not even pay attention to them. Because when you truly feel good about yourself, you're going to exude that. Don't let other people ever affect how you feel about yourself. It's much more important what you think of yourself than what everybody else thinks of you. And, because you are the master of your own destiny. You are going to take yourself where you need to go in life, not other people. And so that is why it's important for you to feel good about yourself, because you're the one that's going to be making all of your decisions, and you're the one that kind of exudes your own personality, and you're going to influence how people feel about you by how you feel about yourself. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you kind of got something out of it. If you have any kind of things that you would like me to talk about, definitely message me or comment, and I will be more than happy to do a video or talk about it with you guys. And yeah, so I guess I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye!